Kiddos, it's Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voit, and welcome to the Authortube Sleepover. And I have a fact. Yes. I saw you backstage just fucking rocking out.
As like her music came on. Well, so I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but the like startup music for like, you know, the countdown, like it has a boom chick boom chick boom chick boom chick boom chick kind of like that like hit that like hits in the background just a little bit, and I'm always like every time I hear it. And then with your music, you know, with your music and everything too, I'm just like, I'll just keep dancing. It's like, she'll put me on, I don't care. See me dancing.
I just keep dancing. Hey, Cool Gamer. How is it going?
Hey, Cool Gamer. Appreciate you doing double duty on my stream and Sako's. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, so y'all, you're gonna get a treat. You're gonna get to hear us talk through our book one more time.
All right, share screen, beats. Da-da.
Ta-da.
Da-da-da. Okay.
So for
going.
Hey, RK. So for those of you who don't know what we're doing, don't know what you're looking at, because like maybe you're new here, although not one of the current people are new here. This is our visual representation of our brainstorming and story outline. Best way to describe it, I think.
I consider it like fleshing out our plot lines. And then we can start putting them in order of like how we're going to write them out. So like I like what's going on. I just need to spread out some of the.
Yeah, I've just been moving them as I've kind of come to them. Just like, like okay, I'm going to move this here because like I'll zoom in.
Oh no, you froze.
Closest to the thing it links to the most, if that makes sense. And then I'll do arrows to whatever else it could link to or does link to. I think maybe that's a good idea. What I wanted to do and try to get done like as soon as we can is to finish everything that we have like world building brainstorming wise about Zebulon's character, about Doricia's character, and about Justicia's character.
Yeah.
Is because I started on the characters today. That's the main reason. And just because that was easy for me to start on them that way. And then I thought we would get, once we can get the characters where they are, since we have the little, we know what we need them to do. We just got to figure out where we can put them in at. Then I figured we would move the lore around as needed.
Do we have a sheet for Gloria?
We don't. You had taken over like her character creation at the beginning, so I can't find a sheet for Gloria, I guess I should say.
We haven't made a sheet for Gloria yet.
Okay.
The 1920s lady who hires Kyler, that lady.
Yeah. I thought you said, well, you've got 40s written in some brainstorming, but then we had discussed 50s because you liked the whole like Nito, you know, like golly gee. And then I never got that out of the 40s. I always got like 40s were like more like, you know, more more like, I don't even know how to describe it. The 40s were more like, like the whole dun 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 dun. Well, maybe actually patriotism, last half of the 40s. Never mind, I'm good with it. 40s. Sorry, just had to put things together in my head.
Okay.
When I think of the 40s, what I think of is like the silver screen, like movie stars and like stuff like that. That's what I think of with the 40s is like glam. But then I have to stop and think when World War II was, and that was the first part of the 40s, all the way right up to mid 40s. And then it was a boom of like golly gee whiz, the American dream from like 45 on to, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But but the silver screen and glam is not what the American people would have been like, even though she might like doll up more. She's still okay. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Okay, I'm putting her with the vampire lore because she's the one who delivers it.
Yep. Yeah. The vampire lore. Are we gonna have enough room there for it?
Obviously, we'll end up moving it, but
yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah.
For now, it is fine where it is.
I thought what we could do is kind of like you're showing there is where we've got
go with Iris.
Well, but it's also Julio. But Julio is down by Iris, so
okay.
Down a bit. That's gonna be, I think, our big thing. It's the closest green to next to the pink.
Oh, Iris, yeah.
Yeah, these four are Iris, and then links to Julio. So,
boop.
I think we could put it like kind of on here real quick. Let me show you, like kind of like that.
Yeah.
To connect. I don't know why this is here, but I'll get rid of that. Okay. I think I did that just when I moved it. So, and then that way we have fewer lines, but we have to be like connect. Does that make sense? Okay. Cool. I'm like, I hope I'm not being bossy. Sorry.
No, not at all.
Real bossy. Okay. I was like, I feel like I'm being real bossy all of a sudden. So we've got the Pythia stuff here and the Kyler link over. I just started going right off of Darian and Kyler's relationship, and then just doing the rundown with Darian's lore, and just kind of like, and then the flashback, realizing that to the flashback of the flashback in book 1, where they realized they were using souls instead of just like normal magic. Okay. I'm gonna grab Zebby, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Zebby and like start doing stuff with that idiot. Obviously gotta go over by Satan Peggy. And oh good, Gloria's right there, so that's perfect. We got ties in with that all ties in then. I wish there was a way we could split, like show both of our screens as we're working on it, like what you're doing with your Post-it and what I'm doing with my Post-it at the time, but
yeah.
Limited capabilities. Sometimes.
Okay, so some of this stuff is Kyler oriented.
Yeah.
So I'll set him aside.
Everybody say hi. He's not gonna look up though.
Hi, kitty cat.
He's gonna look up. He's gonna get mad at me here in about 2 seconds, I bet. Because I am not gonna let him on my lap unless I move around a whole bunch, which I might do because honestly, I want my kitty on my lap.
Dorisha actively assists Skylar when she and the Unbound either need their help or when Kyler needs Unbound's help. She has ice magic.
Yup.
Ah.
Wow. How'd that go again?
Ah.
Here, I gotta do something here. My monitors are all wonky and moved around because I'm using my iPad as a third monitor, and so it's just kind of wherever I put it, whenever I put it, it's never in the right place, and I can't move my mouse around well enough. Okay, so
she can read auras and has a talent for true sight, even past extremely powerful wards. She has vaguely detailed powers that are powerful, and she is considered a prize by the Mage Council, as established in Book 1. As to the Unbound, so far they are walk-on supporting characters only. Okay.
yeah.
All right, where did we put Kyler? Kyler is here.
Yup. Hey, Felicia, right? Or Felicia?
Oh, I missed.
Oh,
it's me. Hey, Min. And Felicia, who says hi, kitty.
Don't worry, he'll be back up here in a minute.
Mm.
He's usually the thing that's like screwing up my green screen the most.
Yeah.
Although I don't have a green screen up today, but I just was like, just put the green screen background on there. I don't care if it's perfect today. I was rushing. Hi.
I don't think I have seen you around my stream before, but hello. We are not doing sprints. We are chatting up our storyline.
So we're kind of we're not going back to square one. Yeah, we're not going back to square one, but we found some continuity issues and some stuff we're going to have to deal with. So Sako and I both agreed that it might behoove us a little bit better to be able to visually see where the holes are too. Like be able to zoom out a 10,000 foot picture and just literally see holes and see what we need to address. So right now what we're doing is getting the information transferred onto the stickies in this really cool program, Lucid.app. Lucid Spark. That's it.
Lucid Spark. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's got a free program. It's got a free is it a trial or is it like just a free? And because you signed up for it, Sako.
You sign up for it free, but you can pay for extra stuff.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool little sticky note. So Sako is currently showing her screen, and we're kind of moving around stuff. As you can see, we've been working on it, so we're moving around stuff. For those of you who are new, is it cool if I just call you Fox? If not, let me know. For those of you who are new, which I do believe is you, Divine Fox, at the moment, but Sako and I are co-writing a book. It's our second book that we are co-writing together.
Yes.
And the book one, Flambeau, which looks like this. Mm-hmm. I'm like the worst person to show this off since I have a green screen on, but you know. Yeah, we co-wrote that book, all on stream, just like we're doing here. where we brainstormed it. Actually, the crowd helped us come up with ideas initially, kind of getting like when we would get stuck, which was really cool. Chat would do that. And so now we're working on book 2.
Cool. Welcome. We just, like rolled out the red carpet for you. Ooh, I like it.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't say we've been struggling with this one, but we struggled on a couple of beats, I think. But our big thing has been when we got off the continuity. And that just messed us up. Okay. I'm gonna move these roses, beats, and aqua. Like, I'm just gonna move our little key.
Okay.
Kind of, I think.
Oh yeah, our key is all over the place.
Yeah, our key's like everywhere. So I'm just gonna put them together. I figured I'd just put them together right there. And that way they're somewhere. Roses, beats. Aqua's Thor. All right, where's the other one?
Yellow.
Green is plot.
Green is plot.
I think we can leave the yellow where it is.
Okay.
Because we've already got all the lineup of all the book 3 possibilities and how we're leaving things open for book 3, explaining things in book 3 already. Okay. That might help a little bit.
I don't know, maybe.
Do you want to put them in the center instead?
No, it's all good.
Oh.
So
That's not what I wanted to do.
For Kyler, we mentioned ESP over magic, but his magic is boss.
Yeah, I think wasn't it last week?
Souls like force field and the channeling the dead and all of that jazz. Like,
yeah. So last stream, or stream before last, I can't remember which one. We did discuss that and decided no like ESP stuff. It everything is magic. It's like given by magic. Because remember we discussed how that would tie into the Fae. If we did book 3, it would tie into the Fae a little bit better. It's like magic is just the essence of the world. It's not. So it's not like psychic abilities or like stuff like that. It's just mages versus, I guess, mutants, for lack of a better term.
Well, we mentioned that he's a weak mage, but a hella strong psychic. And I'm wondering if we should reverse that.
Well, so this is what I'm thinking. They think they're a weak mage because when they try to do sigils and candle magic and whatever else it is they're trying to do astral projection, stuff like that, it's awkward and clunky and they're not very good at it. It's like writing with their left hand. But they don't know that they've got this slightly untapped source other than being able to like do seances and summon the dead to possess them, kind of a thing. So I thought that was more the avenue we were going with that, is just that because it tied back in, because we had discussed, because it tied back in with how Kyler perceives themselves as not being anything special or anything like that. But the psychic stuff, the clairvoyancy and stuff, I thought we decided was like a low-level clairvoyancy, like just being able to do just innate. But that Pythia makes it stronger by adding her presence or her essence, whatever it is, to Kyler's. Or am I not thinking that correctly? Remembering that correctly? I was a little high. That's possible. Not remembering correctly.
Okay, so Pythia accompanies Pythia accompanies the essence of time, space, reality, and guides her oracles while they are alive. I feel like this should be its own own post-it.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Necromancy will happen in book 3. 1 and 2 establish medium abilities.
Yeah. So we need to hint to the necromancy, though, at least in book 2. You know, we might give Kyler the power boost to like more necromancy or necromantic abilities in book 3, but I think.
Well, we mentioned the possibility of like the necromantic abilities being crazy time in book 3.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, Kyler maybe starts to remember the flashback of the Emery and realizes that wasn't magic that was being used, despite the sigils and stuff like that. That they were in a crisis and actually tapping their ability. They just thought it was the sigils, but they're tapping their ability, but they don't know how to wield it. So it was too weak to stand up.
Excuse me.
That's okay. Everybody got a cough sometimes. But because I was thinking what we would do is
she didn't see my post. Sorry, Kat. We are using Lucid Spark.
Oh yeah, yeah, Lucid Spark. Yeah, it's really cool. I gotta go into my sound settings real quick because I'm getting blasted out.
It's a whiteboard sort of program, but you can put post-its on it.
Yes.
And you can work on it simultaneously like we are doing, which is super cool.
As I was letting a few folks know earlier, the reason we're doing this, it kind of looks like we've switched away from our brainstorming and our outline that we had. We didn't. It's just that Sako and I realized there were holes, and every time we fill one hole, it either creates 2 more, or or creates another one. So we're kind of doing this so we have a visual representation of once we get everything we have currently in its place, then where we can see the holes themselves and go in and address it and see what connects to what.
It is free. There is a paid version, but I haven't seen a like you get ultimate boards with a free trial. That is the most that I've seen with this particular thing. I don't know how many free boards we get.
I vaguely remember something when I, because I had to make an account. I vaguely remember something about it, but I haven't gone to actually look at the pricing or anything because, surprisingly, when somebody invites you to a board here, they allow you to just make an account without being inundated with, do you want to buy the service? Do you want to buy the service? And you can go to the board.
You're only seeing half the chat because
the other half is on my channel.
What she said.
Yeah.
So
because we dual stream, just so both sets of our audiences can, which mostly cross over, but there are some that don't. Everybody can get the thing. Yeah, I really wish StreamYard would integrate the chats between if you're dual streaming or you're streaming it to multiple audiences. Like I feel like we're paying
to double
for
post, like that would be
yeah.
nice.
That would be nice. It would be really nice if we could post a comment, just one comment in there. Everybody could see it,
And
but everybody could also
post to all accounts.
Both boards, yeah, I'd post to all accounts, and everybody, like if we were streaming live to Facebook and YouTube, 2 channels on YouTube, hers and mine, and say I don't know another one, like Twitch or something. If we were doing that, then I think all of those chats, everybody should be able to see everybody. Don't like just the chat. But I don't know. Suggestions for StreamYard. It took them long enough to give us dual streaming. I'm a little salty today. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, you would think they would do that too, but no. Yeah. Yeah, that would have made sense.
I can't do that. Okay, so where were we?
So this is Iris.
Okay.
This is Gloria. We should add some stuff for Gloria.
Yeah, there are a couple more things, but there's also like plot points and stuff that can go in here, but we really should flesh out more about the elders with her. That should come over here by her, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then we should flesh out the elders. I think we may have to move. I think we're gonna have to move Zebby a little bit up. Oop, I said up. And Satan Piggy a little bit up and over. And that just hopefully everybody will have enough room for everything.
Salty? Never saucy.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm usually salty. It's just delivered with a. Is she being sassy or is she being salty? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
40s anachronism. Oh!
What?
I hit enter instead of clicking off, and it made a whole new post-it.
That's nice. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, it is. I just need to change.
Son of a gun.
What? Where's my mint? There it is.
Yeah, no shit. Okay. Hires Kyler to investigate missing vampires. Boop. Boop. Okay. I think this can be split up. We don't mention that Rufus is from Purgatory, but I guess it would make sense if we do a flashback.
Yeah, yeah, we could. That would be fine, I think. It's I don't know that it's, absolutely necessary for anyone to realize that, like, right away. Like, maybe even book 3, we could clear up that thing. Especially since we're tying up the whole, Hell Forged part of the series. Because, well, people are kind of going to assume, though, that by the end, hopefully, they're going to assume that Kyler can summon out of hell. So why wouldn't they be able to summon somebody out of heaven like Rufus?
Right.
So, I mean, they don't have to be in purgatory. That's all I'm saying. I feel like poor Rufus just deserves to, have some peace and chill in heaven. He had a rough life, and then he was burned to death.
So hold up. I'm seeing a monkey wrench.
Do we have a continuity issue?
If Rufus can be summoned, and basically they use the body, right, as the focus in book 1.
Kyler did, yeah. Kyler needed at that point to summon, like, to be possessed,
right.
kind of thing. Oh no,
right.
That's right. That's why we did that.
Why can't he summon Justicia?
Well, remember, we're just gonna have, for some reason, they can't. Like, that's the big holy crap.
Yeah.
Going on thing. But
hi, Dwan.
Okay, actually, I think we can work our way out of the that we can work our way out of the continuity issue, because book 1 actually gave us this continuity issue for the series, because we know Kyler can speak with the dead, at least, and summon the dead in spiritual form. We haven't said specifically as whether or not they can physically see their spirits or not. So if we keep to where Kyler has never been able to physically see their spirits, just they're there in their mind, and they have been able to, not successfully all the time, but they have been able to invite the spirit to possess their body to, fulfill the last wish, like
they did with Rufus.
Like with Rufus. So I think that's a good idea, because I'm worried that we will create a paradox within the world, because it's a big deal that in this book that we're going to have Kyler summon, Zebby Senior and Art, and I don't know, whatever I'm just about to name, great grandpappy or grandpappy.
So we should mention that hold up, it's a beat.
Yeah, so it's a beat specifically that we're like, holy crap, they summoned somebody from this. They summon people from hell, not one person, but multiple people, and we're making that out to be a big deal. So, back to the purgatory thing. What if Kyler can only connect with people in purgatory or in heaven? They can't summon anyone from heaven to, like, take over their body or anything like that, but they can summon somebody within purgatory to take over their body, to, like, speak to other people so other people can hear them, see them, touch them, like, whatever they need to do. And I figure we'll do that because if they can't pull out of hell, then why should they be able to pull out of heaven, Like, plus, it gives us a little bit of leeway with the fact that Kyler can't get a hold or through to Daisaku.
Right.
Trying to ask for help from the big guns, can't get through. Since we are making Kyler now like a full-blown necromancer, they
Mhm.
should be able to still summon based off of crisis mode and will. I mean, and friendship, intimate connection.
Yeah.
So I would think that would be, I mean, yeah, not believing in yourself is a big deal, but 3 out of 4 ain't bad when you're trying to use, when you're trying to manifest something.
Okay,
Kind of my thought. Does
so
that make sense?
I think we should have a scene where Kyler does in fact try to summon Daisaku so that Durisha can talk to him. Blah, blah. And
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where would we put it
Exactly.
as far as beats go? Let me see here. Okay, actually, right here. Go up where you're at and go up. There you go. This one. That's what I'm looking at. The not long afterward. This could be an okay place because Drisha and Gloria come to Kyler for help because Gloria is really worried about Tiamat. That would be a time that, it's not, they've already taken the job of helping, but
Have
that
they,
would be a really
or
good.
no? Because this is where he
Oh,
did
nope,
fly.
that's down further. But this is something that they would be willing to do. This is just a basic seance. This is a basic summoning of a friend. So maybe Kyler doesn't know they can't actually. Unless we're saying Daisaku is in.
What if
I was saying,
what if Kyler can summon vampire souls while they sleep?
no, because we have the elders just popping in and out of his head right and left later.
Yeah, I know.
Annoying him. So, okay. Okay, I think let's establish one thing first.
Okay.
Daisaku is in heaven or is still hanging around in purgatory because it's only been 3 years and that could just be a second in purgatory time. Who knows? Like, maybe you don't immediately get sent in. You have to be weighed. Everything has to be weighed and judged and, all that stuff. So maybe Daisaku is just chilling in purgatory.
Dice attempts to
It's one of those days.
Daisaku and who is in heaven?
But that would so that means Kyler at this point knows through their seance abilities, their summoning abilities, that they can contact people in heaven and purgatory.
Yeah.
Do they know, or have they even ever tried to contact anyone in hell?
Exactly.
Actually, it would have come up before. It would have come up before though, because think about it. Out of all the seances, this is Kyler's bread and butter that they live on. Out of all the seances that they do, somebody had to have been sent to hell, being punished for whatever, and they wouldn't have been able to find him. Like, they've never failed at finding who they were trying to find when summoning. But
yeah, I suck at it. I do, especially after puffing on this.
I suck at it then too. But yeah. So
having that kind of thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been my whole day, and the paycheck was busy. Just all those things, and then I was like, I can't type. I looked like the cat at the gif of the cat at the keyboard. It's just like that's what I felt like all day.
That they can summon from heaven and purgatory.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know specifically because that was a coffee shop in my hometown while I was growing up. The name of it was Purgatory. And it used to be an old
That's so
bank.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It used to, so the main floor, whatever, was Purgatory, was like the middle space. And then if you kind of walk back towards the back, that it was a really old bank at one point, but they had taken the whole vault out of the wall, so it just had like this big like cave, like almost, because it was all like broken and jagged around the edges. And so they painted that like hell. And then it had off to the side, because again, really old building, 200 some odd years old, probably more. They had a spiral iron staircase that went up to like this little tiny loft that was above hell. So they painted the ceiling like heaven and all of that like heaven. So the coffee shop where all the coffee was, it was in Purgatory. So, anyway, yeah. So back to that. They know where they can summon out.
Doesn't this work?
Mother. Yeah, Dwan, I'm the same way. My brain just absolutely freezes. Simplest words.
Hi, Heather. How's it going?
You're up a little later.
I have a horror story to tell you, Heather. I found my luggage from Florida, and it had laundry in it.
Oh, great.
That was back in September.
Yeah.
I opened it and it was like,
I'd have to throw open every window, like after that, like the whole house, get the fans out. I could see you guys running from the house with cats under your arms.
Yeah. RC, it's good to see you. Look at all the L's.
Mm-hmm.
How was your visit? My visit to Florida was fine. However, I go back at the end of September, and I'm trying to decide, do I do the week before or the week after? I think it's going to be the week after. I have drunk my drink. Yeah.
However, comma.
However.
Comma. I do that a lot. I'm always like, so, comma. That's what I call it. So, ellipses. So it's just my trail off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think that is a really good place for them to try to summon. Try summoning blah blah blah. Daisaku can't do it. That means, well, one, they'd freak out because they'd think Daisaku might be in hell. First of all, can't find somebody. It's never happened in their entire life. People do. So we're giving the spirits, basically, not the spirits in hell, obviously, because they can't have free will and be in hell. But we're giving spirits free will, basically. They can refuse to come talk to somebody or to even talk to Kyler, really, if they want to.
We could do it that way.
Yeah. I figured hell, would be like because I don't know that I want Kyler, at least in this book, being able to force like that would be like a stronger necromantic ability they'd have to be, I think,
they have to consent to it.
Yeah, so like if Kyler were to force a spirit, I think that would be a book 3 power that we would do. If we needed to do it. But I don't know about that. So this should be Aqua for lore, shouldn't it?
Is it lore or is it
Well, that little bit technically is. I mean, it's spirit lore, what they're capable of doing in this world.
Okay.
I think you can just change the color pretty easy. That's one thing I like about this. You can change the colors of these so easily. Just click on it, change the color. Whereas there are some programs, I've tried little sticky note programs in the past like this, and it would make you like copy and like do the whole thing over again. It just annoyed me.
Yeah, I like that you can change the color midway.
Yeah. Oh, so here is the second or third post-it here. This is not long afterward. It's gonna be an aqua that's connected to that so that we know more information there.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's a good start. Okay, I'm going back up to Zebu real quick. I want to finish the family tree. I've just named Daddy Dearest as Zebulon Senior at this point, so.
Okay.
All right, chat, do me a favor. Toss me out an incredibly archaic, biblical type of stern, solemn name. Not Cain or any of the obvious ones, like one that most people would give their child. I think Noah to me is a name that implies like, well, I don't agree with it. Biblical. Ooh, maybe.
Jechariah, Jebediah.
Ooh, Jebediah. I think Jebediah is good because we got Zebulon Senior and Zebulon Junior. Jebediah in there. Jebediah.
See, Cat Song or Malachi. Yeah, Malachi's
yeah.
a good one.
Malachi's a good one. Maybe we'll make. I think we said that Kyler was going to pretty much summon all of the leaders of this church. That's been.
We're getting some good ones. Jeez.
All right, y'all. I'm getting a family tree at least as far back as the Pappies go. Grandfather of Zebulon Jr. Zebulon Senior. Actually, you know what? I'm tired of the whole senior thing already. So I'm going to use one of y'all's. Not Zebulon Senior. It's going to be. This is Malachi. Yeah. Thank you for that one. Malachi goes to Divine Fox. Okay, Malachi, Daddy.
He is currently. No, he currently resides in hell. You're right. Never mind.
I got rid of an extra word there. Okay. Zebulon and father of Malachi.
Currently resides in hell for
the same reason.
Same reason.
Okay, we can only go back so far since this family tree is Anglo-Saxon. We can only go back so far because they are in San Diego, unless for some reason we've said the church has moved, like from the East Coast area, which was, obviously is older in population terms. as far as Anglo-Saxons
Mm-hmm.
to the West Coast. So, have they moved the church, or are we only going back probably at best about 150 years? Or
Juan likes Malachi because of the Children of the Corn.
that's why I'm particularly partial to it. So it's one of my favorite names. Did you speaking of which, so I've seen a couple of the remakes, but I actually didn't realize I had never seen the original, and I did not know like I didn't know actually how good it was compared to the remakes, because everybody's always like, I like Children of the Corn, and I was like, why? I don't understand. So anyway, I don't know.
Because you hadn't seen the original, yeah.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen the original, and I was like, oh, it makes more sense now. Because I was like, it's a so-so movie. It's okay. It's a great concept, you know. It was like, it's not like it hasn't been done before, but they put their own spin on it. I liked it. But yeah, anyway. I gotta get better at writing horror. I love horror way too much to not be able to write it very well. I like some remakes, Dwan. I am a bit of a cinephile, but I like some remakes. Some of them, you know, add to the material and do things that the rest, you know, didn't do, or they're better because they make more sense. You know, they get put back to, you know, sometimes they're not the best organized, or sometimes like the original movies, especially older ones, they don't make sense because we're not of that time period and we don't have the conceptual knowledge, the contextual knowledge of living in that time. But no, I'm talking remakes. Remakes. I like them. I like sequels too. I also like spin-offs. I also like prequels. I just am very particular on why did they remake it. Kind of a thing. I'm happy they're gonna remake, you know, I'm happy every time they remake Spider-Man, even though they don't always do it well.
Yeah.
But I'm happy every time I'm happy they're gonna remake the X-Men movies. Thank Dolly Parton. That's my goddess. She answered a prayer there. I'm happy they're gonna remake those. Yeah, there are just some remakes I think are a little better. Okay, yes. Oh, we didn't decide. How old are the church? Has the church been moved or not moved? Because if we're having Kyler summon, like, do a big old thing, I think.
I don't know if the church moves. I think maybe Amish, like super religious, moves and becomes a preacher.
So started off within like kind of a start. Well, we don't get the. I'll have to do some historical stuff there. Because like, so I mean, the family could have just moved, and maybe they have. Well, maybe they just have branches all over the place. I mean, not in the same. It's not the same. It's not the original church building for whatever reason, and that's why the Bible, that family Bible, is so important, because that is the original church's Bible. Maybe, other than why it's important to help them crack open the gates of hell, apparently, and summon ancestors.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe they just they have a couple of. They have the original one on the East Coast and somewhere, and then maybe Zebulon's dad decided we're going to open one on the West Coast, and then we'll flood in and take over. Oh, sorry.
Or something.
That's how I view evangelical churches. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna put a note in here, I think, that I put this in the wrong color. Okay. We're just gonna say that after these two specifically, maybe we don't name the ones that Kyler summons. We just say there's a buttload of them.
There's a buttload of them.
Okay, so oops, what else? All right, I'm kind of scattered. I'm sorry. I'm like really all over the place today.
Ha, me too.
It's just, you know. Oh, hey, yeah, Dwan. Movie podcasts? Are you great? Give me, yeah, great. My wife and I right now are working through a Julia Roberts marathon. We call it the Julia-a-thon.
The Julia-a-thon.
That woman has done a lot of. If you take out where she's making cameos as herself, or where she's doing like little promotional type spots and stuff like that, that woman still has over 60 movies. 60 over. So we're going. There's lots. Some of them are way better movies than I thought, like Ultimate Sleepers, that I'm like, why do these not do better when they came out? They should have. Mona Lisa Smile is an excellent one, and we just passed that one up not too long ago. We just finished watching it not too long ago. A rewatch. My wife hadn't seen it, but I saw it. And it's a good one. I mean, it's a really good one. But it also has like, it's got a stacked cast. Julia Stiles, Kirsten
Dunst?
Yes, she played Mary Jane. She played she was the baby vampire in the original Interview with the Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that her. It has her in there. It has several other. It has Maggie Gyllenhaal in there. I mean, I was like, wow, okay. More people than I remember it being in there. Topher Grace is in there, which I was like, whoa, I do not remember that, him being in there. Anyway, sorry, scattered. I could talk about movies and TV and books and stuff like that all day. Specifically movies and TV, because like, and which sounds weird coming out of a writer, I know, but it's that's how I stem, and it's how I focus in order to write. Like I've got a movie playing in my ear right now, so background movies, I call them. All right.
My alarm to take my meds just chimed, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, actually, why don't we take a little, like 5 or 10? I need to go like run, grab some food, fill up my water. That cool?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Nice.
I should unmute. I am the return. Thanks for stopping by, Heather. I know there's a bunch of really cool people streaming right now. Excuse my cracking open of can. I should have muted for that, but I didn't. I went downstairs to take my meds and I forgot. Hi, Shar. My wifey. I was wondering if you knew you were muted. I knew I was muted and I forgot. Dropping to say a quick hello and caress the like button. Thank you very much. Charlotte Armstrong and I had a wedding in 2020 when I released my book. We opened it up with a wedding, which was adorable. And I think people were very confused. That was a pretty boss launching party. So confused. Yeah. So, Shar, I would like you to meet Dwan. Dwan is my podcasty husband, and he is it was epic. Has it really been 4 years? Yeah, it sure has. It was epic. Thanks for stopping in, Char. Hi, Dawn. Oh, it auto-corrected on you. It auto-corrected on you. Siri is forever going to call Dwan Dawn. Yeah. Such is life. Okay, so yeah, so oops, I was either autocorrected or my brain jumbling things again. See why I go by Moon.
Oh.
Welcome back.
You miss me.
Ooh, miss you so much. You okay? Maybe not. BC?
I can't hear you at all.
BC?
You can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me just 1 second. I'll swap out my headphones.
Okay, bye, Shar. Oh, she dropped, which is okay. Yeah, she's having technical issues.
It was
Okay.
just fine on like I'm like I can still hear my in my background. I can still hear my movie going on. I was like I can't hear her all of a sudden, and then it just was StreamYard wanted me to go out, come back in.
Yeah, it figures.
Yeah, I think because I wandered with it in my ear away from StreamYard, or away from the computer, so I'm sure it was too far away. All right. What else do we have here currently that we either need to move to an area or we need to put stuff in it to flesh it out? That makes sense. Not counting book 3, obviously.
So we need to flesh out Zebby a little more. He needs his own arc, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So
there should be a
arc,
conflict, and there should be a resolution to the conflict. So
okay, actually, I have a slightly better idea about the whole East Coast West Coast church thing. I mean, a good conflict for himself was that he is desperate to make this church, the West Coast church, thrive, because this is his church that he started to branch out. Because that's like kind of give him like a little bit of some motivation there. I like that. It's basically lore. Wow.
you all right? Ah, okay. Just a little bit of lag.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. Me and my wife's probably streaming or something. Bye, Charlotte. So, Zebulon opened the church in San Diego. That's the word I'm using. Franchise of East. As a has to succeed at costs. Mentality. You there, Sako?
I am. I'm sorry. I got distracted by
We might have lost
something.
Sako.
Oh?
Yeah, she'll be back. Okay, me. Oh. I think I did just glitch. Hey, I'm back. Did I get cut up?
Better.
Okay. I don't know what happened there.
You are low res currently.
No. I'm gonna go out, come back in.
Yay, technical issues. Woo. Woo. Okay, she returns.
Hopefully that helps things a little bit.
That helps things quite a bit.
Okay. I don't know why. Our internet just every so often, for zero reason, it's not like we added another device or did anything, just completely like flakes. Or like
Mhm.
just long enough to break whatever connection it is we got going. Like it annoys me. I'm not real big on live podcasts. I'm not real big on podcasts, which is weird. But a lot of that is just because of my hearing. You know, like
Mhm.
I if it's something I have to focus on, I need words in front of me and to be able, I need words in front of me if I'm only hearing it. Podcasts, the whole point is kind of like, to me, is kind of like to do things and listen to it, kind of like an audiobook, do things and listen at the same time. So
I got my
that's just
fire back.
me. What?
I got my fire back.
Oh, yeah.
My PS3 apparently overheated.
Oh, that sucks. What is it? I had that happen with a Nintendo back in the day, like when they first came out.
Oh, when it overheated and shut off, yeah.
And melted. It melted a cartridge of Duck Hunt.
Oh shit!
It wasn't mine. It was my cousin's, but I was staying like there for a couple weeks, hanging out in the summer or whatever. And we left it in. I guess she had played it, and I had watched her play it so many times. I don't know what it was, but it overheated, and then it melted the Duck Hunt cartridge. She was so mad because she couldn't get a new one until like her birthday or something, which was going to be several months away. Let me see. Oh, I got a cat.
Where did we leave off? All right. He has
Zebby.
All costs mentality. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So kind of a his personal arc there a little bit, as far as it's also why he's maybe so easily persuaded by Peggy to suddenly start beheading people. I mean, because you got to think, the first time they go out to kill a vampire, I doubt anyone of them actually believe it. Like the first time, until they actually see a vampire doing things. Because I'm gonna guess like Peggy's just been egging on back of his ear. You got to do something, make a splash. Got to succeed. Got to do God's will, whatever bullshit she would say.
Sure. Manipulation, no hurry.
Here, and I'm gonna do this. Oops. I'm also gonna put it in here. Mickey, this is 2 minutes. Wait. Right. Okay. What else do you think we should include in here?
Basically the things that they say to Zebby when I guess they would be beats technically, but
yeah, they're gonna be beats, but this is my thought. So we don't have to move all of this. We can put whatever we want next to the beats, but I figured stuff that we already have positioned because we've got it tied, like pointing to other things so we know how it goes. We can like do the arrow off of. So,
okay.
Yeah, so like, I think I'll do this. Oop, that's not what I wanted.
Wrong way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll do. What are you doing? Come on. And what? I want an elbow line. Give me an elbow line. There we go. Then. Oop. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we don't have beats down this far yet.
No, I got halfway into Act 1.
Nah, totally cool. Hold on here real quick. Let me go and get... What color is it again for Violet?
Violet isn't a color. Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, it is on mine. Let's see. Okay. No, what's the what's his beat color?
Oh, rose.
Rose. Ah, there it is. See, because of my, dark mode and everything, this looked like almost crimson red to me in the little swatches. So I was like, I'm glad they put little names on them. Okay, so this is going to be, let me come back over to all right, this is gonna be climax. I just want to, since we're at this beat, since we're at him and what they say, then okay, so we've got okay, here we go. Uses family Bible as focus. Hopefully it's not going to be too much in here. Yeah, a little too much. So we will. All right. So we know that's climax beat. We can, should be able to. Dang it. Oh, that's annoying.
Maybe you can connect it and then.
Yeah, I clicked off and like that's the problem was I clicked off of it to go over and get the sticky beat, and so it. Don't move that. I'm coming down with another arrow. That's what I want you to do. Yay. Okay.
There we go.
Those are connected. All right. So, we haven't gotten to where we've done that yet.
Okay, so I am curious as to the road to who's it is paved with good intentions. Road to heaven. Road to hell.
What?
Road to hell.
Oh yeah, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. The family's intentions originally were good.
I said on the purple ocean.
Ooh, purple ocean. That sounds so pretty. It's like moonlight, very sparkly sky.
just shared my latest Substack post, my first author newsletter to my Facebook author page. Yay!
Hey! Whoop whoop!
Whoop whoop. I'm getting more and more honest to God email subscriptions and less opens from Facebook, which is cool.
Yeah, I've kind of been the same way. It hasn't been going, but I've picked up one or two from Facebook, but I'm also incredibly inconsistent with my newsletter. Y'all know that. So
I am weekly.
Fortunately, everybody
I'm
knows.
thinking about going bi-weekly, but then my letters are going to be like twice as long, and we don't need that.
I just I don't have enough time, and I will admit to it. So I send out stuff periodically so people don't forget about me. What is this?
I guess I'm coming along in this author journey as slow as it seems to go sometimes. I am happy for you. Authortube journey works a little bit differently for everybody. Trying to post twice a week. Cool.
And you're a busy woman. So
and you're a busy woman. Okay, so they all go to hell because bigotry.
Yeah. So, with ood intentions. All right, I need to watch some Doctor Who. I don't think I've asked. Do you watch Doctor Who, Sako? I don't think I asked you that before.
I used to. I used to.
Yeah, I had a hard time riding out the. Yeah, I had a hard time riding out the more writing for the last. Don't get me wrong, I love the actor that played Capaldi. I even loved Capaldi's doctor, but the writing was just. And then the writing was even worse for Whitaker. So, I mean, yeah, and then of course, just new people just don't like Nshuti is how his first name is pronounced. So Nshuti's version of the Doctor either, but they don't like him for reasons other than poor writing. Not that I think there's poor writing, because I particularly like Russell T Davies' writing over Moffat's writing, but that's anyway. I'm getting off track here. Road to Hell.
So Heather loves world building, but it's not just world building that we're doing; it's plotting.
Yeah, we are actually taking the beats and putting them in alignment. We had gaps, some gaps obviously in our world building, but we had paradoxes mostly in our world building where I was like, nope, continuity says we can't do that one. But I love visually mapping like this. This is how I used to outline, pre-fun nifty programs. So like my first couple of books were like outlined this way with little stickies on the wall. I love being able to move stickies around. It makes you feel accomplished. Okay, it's the speech. Zeb's ancestors. Give him. And I'm actually gonna take this good intentions part and put it on a new sticky. We got some. It's getting small. Okay. Oh, I hate in the name of God. That sounds cool. That's the speech we got going on there. Okay. So we've got that. Do we want to jump back up here into chronological order of beats, or do we want to go off of what we have in this new character lore stuff that we got going on up here? Do we want to try and connect this to the beats that they need to be and then see where else we need a beat for it? Or do we want to go through the beats as we have them first?
Or we go into Tommy and Justicia.
We can flesh out Tommy and Justicia. Yep. Okay. You want to make Justicia's a little easier to read? From more than, like zoomed all the way in. Cool. Much easier to read. Right. We have forgotten something that is in our outline. I don't think we discussed it, but do we still have the fates? Are we still going to use the fates in here?
No, we used Pythia instead.
Yeah, we're gonna take. Okay.
Pythia was our replacement. Was our specific fate that we decided on.
Good. Okay. I wrote something clearly about this section. But
they were okay. Few episodes of What on Disney Plus. Like the story set in Wales. I guess they didn't have to go far to film it. Yeah.
Well, they never have to go far to film it. Like the whole reason that the Doctor loves Earth so much is because he actually loves London. Yeah. He actually loves London. He's in love with London mostly, and historical places in Earth's time. But that's so they don't have to go anywhere to film it. That was something that was addressed in an interview actually with was it Eccleston? I think it was Eccleston, the Ninth Doctor. An interview or at a con or something like that. I can't remember, where he mentioned, where somebody asked why in the world would the Doctor love Earth so much and Earth be under the Doctor's protection when there are so many worlds with so many races that are far more interesting according to like whoever this person was. And he's like, so we don't have to leave London to do filming. Why do you think? I mean, they do travel sometimes, but he's just like, why do you think? So we don't have to travel for filming. I thought that was cute. Okay, so we've got Justicia. Not Justicia. Yeah, Justicia. Don't know why I am so scattered today.
There's a bunch of So does Gloria count as a hero or as a side character?
I say she's a side character.
Okay.
Because I mean, yeah. I don't think we have any intent of bringing her into like book 3, do we?
I don't know. We might.
I mean, we could, but I don't know if we'd bring her in any kind of significant way. Let's just put her in side characters for now. And if we need to move her, then we can.
Gloria. Whose last name we never came up with.
True. I'm moving Daricia out of the way here a little bit.
Okay.
Well, one, I want to move her down by Kyler more. So, but I still want to give us plenty of room over there. Plus, it gives us more room for just to see if we need.
Owie, 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 owie.
What'd you do?
For about a month now, my right trap wants to seize up to the point where it Charlie horses.
Ew. Okay. I can give you some stretches and some trigger points to work on there.
Okay.
That's one of my key areas where with my physical therapy they have to go in because it gets all knotted and bunched because that's where I hold my pain. And so I know a few of those. I can give those to you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and highly recommend asking the spouse to do like an elbow into the, not quite the top of the trap, but kind of just slightly off-centered towards the front. It's a good trigger point. And with the elbow, his hands won't get tired. But you can get some good pressure on it, depending on how much pressure you need and like.
Okay.
I'm real big on my physical therapy stuff. All right, let's do a bendy line over to Doricia. Oh, this is fun. Okay. Because I didn't want to go right through the Kyler lore. I'm like, yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I'm going to go through the Kyler lore. Okay. All right, so there's Kyler linked. Yeah. Okay. Now where are we?
Where are you? There you are.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I'm ultimate squirreling, which is so weird because we upped my ADHD meds.
Hey Jenna, wanted to swing by on the way to bed. It's good to see you. Take care and hydrate and like the button.
Thank you for all of that. But sleep tight, sweet dreams.
Sleep tight, sleep well.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I need to look up the brainstorming in which I created the characters.
Yes. There's a few. Yeah, I just want to make sure we've got everything in there. This is a Kyler's vision. So this is actually.
Is it in outlines?
Good question. Should be. I think so. I think it's. Well, wait. Is it in our original brainstorm where it's just brainstorming? I think some of them are in there at least.
All right, I'm gonna look at the outline and hope for the best.
We do what we can, what we got in the moment. We'll figure it out.
Oh, it's so short. Gloria has some chutzpah to her. We gotta have a reason that the chutzpah is being shown.
Well, definitely when, maybe. Oh, hey, you know where Tyler decides to, at least in the beginning, decides to at least try to summon, Daisaku to like to help with Tiamat and like what can be done.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's
I guess we need to go through this outline and like
I think we're gonna have to replug because we're gonna have to move stuff around. So that's what I think it's good. Let's start at the top, complete with the prelude, which we have not written.
Okay, hold on. Let me change the share screen. Outline. Okay, so
All right.
prelude.
Where are you typing? Are you in the? Are you in the
zero it says zero
outline?
draft at the top, but it's not the zero draft.
The working outline zero draft. It says zero draft, but it's not the zero draft.
It's not the zero draft.
Okay.
Zero draft outline. Prelude is Kyler and Darian meet Iris at Daisaku's funeral.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's so tiny.
I was gonna say, as you're typing it in there, I will add stickies. How's that sound?
Okay.
Or draw the lines if necessary.
Okay. Let's see. Pythia's voice is heard in
For the first time.
Tyler's ear.
For the first time. I think that's kind of
For
important.
the first time.
And
Tyler assumes they are a spirit hitchhiker from the graveyard.
yeah, we'll just kind of be like, we'll have them remember, it's happened before.
Hi, Eva. Good to see you.
Hey, Eva.
Let's see. I see a bunch of stuff. Hold on. I looked at Lucid's Park. It seems okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's really good for collaboration. Now I need to go back to my STH story. STH story? 7 preteens solve a mystery while navigating their new developing powers. Oh, okay. I'm still listening though. Oh, okay. All right. Heather started her slide presentation for AWC. The lateness is well kicking my butt. I think I need to crash. Hey, Jenna. Take care. Good night. Hi, Eva. Eva! Sorry, I still think of this. Just Eva. Oh, Small Town Heroes. Oh. Aw. Okay, so there's the Kyler is having the 70s seance for an old widow, but rather than to channel her dead husband, they get a vision of Mike. Oh
yeah, this has got to be like, okay, hold on. Yeah, it's got to be really.
Lucia and Satan fighting over the vampires.
There we go. We did take out it was a 70s style because we gave the whole kitty thing.
He convinces Tyler to reschedule with the old woman, Kitty, since something serious came up.
Mm-hmm.
The vision has left Kyler shaking. They rush Kitty out of their house. We could combine this, however, with the scene of the nest of young vampires being slain by the church cult to push the urgency and build the anticipation of later battles. Gloria is contacted by her Methuselah sire, Tiamat, and sent to seek help. Plus, one of Gloria's child was part of the nest. Gloria goes to Drisha in the Unbound. Wow!
You doing okay there?
Yes, everything is fine. And Drisha goes to Kyler. Kyler gets a text from Darian. Hooray. Not long afterward, Daricia and Gloria come to Kyler for help. Okay. That moves faster than I was expecting.
Yeah, it jumped kind of like really, really quick. We, like I said, that's why I that third bullet point in there about combining it with a scene of a nest of vampires being slain.
Mm-hmm.
It would keep the pace moving, but I think give us enough gap in between. Because it'd be awesome to just see it from Gloria's side, also finding her child, blah blah blah. So maybe we could kind of just right down with that. And that'll lead up to her,
We want to keep that, right?
Yeah, I think that section there, I think will help us, with the pacing in general.
And then Drisha and Gloria come to Kyler for help concerning the safety of herself and her Methuselah Tiamat. So many of the younger vampires have gone missing. And Gloria is pissed at the death of her child, and Tiamat wants to know what is going on. I keep hearing footsteps outside that door.
Okay.
And I think it's my cat. I think it's my cat.
Oh.
Because he walks heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. Where are you, Hashi? I don't know what Hashi is doing. Okay. So Gloria comes to Kyler for help, and Kyler says no.
Yes.
but Gloria won't hear of it.
This is where we give her the huts. This is where we can really give her the chutzpah. I mean, we can show it in the, the beat with the, like coming upon the slain nest and her child, like all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Hi, Eva. Have you submitted or entered a contest of any sort, Heather? You have done a lot this year, so good work either way, but also there's still time. That's quite true. I think I was just thinking about this the other day, and thank you. I should enter something again. I think a poem or something. Or maybe a short story, something. I'm just eating leftover Chinese and listening. Sleepy Heather says, I was going through some things recently and I found a poem I'd written a few years ago. Now, where did I put it? I had this cat years ago. He'd literally strut into a room and he was a large, solid cat. Where are you?
Be right back, okay?
Yes. Hello, chat.
Okay, my life is amazing. You mentioned, Chinese food and all. I smelled something cooking, but I can never figure out if it's in our house or like one of the neighbors nearby because Portland's kind of we're close together. Everybody lives kind of close together unless you're out in the numbers and live out in the suburbs and have a lot of land. Anyway, but I was like, oh, that smells good, whatever that is. And you mentioned Chinese, and then my wife brings me little wonderful mini wontons.
Oh.
Okay, so y'all are gonna watch me eat, which is like my least favorite thing for people to do, but
I can hide you. Would that make you feel better?
No, it's okay. I'll cover. And just tell me if I'm crunching too loud.
No, you're doing all right. Okay. This thing. To look into the church and finds an invite to a fancy dinner. Not sure
how Doricius scored that, but good.
Because it was a flyer. Doricia hands the flyer to Kyler.
Yes.
Zebulon doing the preacher thing, whipping cultists into a self-righteous fury. Peggy's appearance in the church. What is she doing? Peggy is standing behind Zebulon. Okay, chapter 4. Kyler is exposed to Zebulon for the first time during the private dinner party. As a clairvoyant, they likely sense the evil in the room. The cult has strung a vampire up on a crucifix and is torturing them. Torturing them how?
Rooting around in their, slicing them open, rooting around in their guts, feeding them dead animal blood. We decided.
Feeding dead animal blood and slicing and healing.
I figured they would they're testing ways to hurt them more, like with each one to see. I figure it's just basic. Hate to say that, basic monster. Basic reasons for torture, which is let me find out some more information. That's why I kept you alive.
So Peggy is not not doing any torturing herself. Kyler escapes and knows what the cult is doing and the display leaves them nauseous. They affirm to take the gig from Gloria, no matter the danger. To surely it's a word.
Sorry. I was moving Post-its around. They affirmed to take the...
I had a moment.
They affirmed to take the gig.
They affirmed to take the gig from Gloria, no matter the danger. Chapter 5. Kyler confirms with Gloria that they are taking the investigation seriously. For real this time.
For realsy, yo.
Maybe reveal vampire lore straight from Gloria. Let's feature some of the let's see.
Yeah, we've got the vampire lore.
Gloria is pissed. She has not mentioned any lore. So
well,
maybe reveal the vampire lore straight from Gloria. So
which I did write already. It's in the working outline.
It's in the work. Yeah. Kyler seeks comfort with Darian in person. We need to actually figure out what that means.
One more time, what was that? Oh, Darian reveals what he's been seeing at work: headless corpses, missing persons.
Headless corpses.
Well, it's in the next. It's in chapter 6.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm just updating this one.
Cool.
From Darian at work. What else?
Let's see.
Do they meet for lunch?
I'm wondering. Yeah, they could do that.
At Kyler's place.
Yeah, we could do lunch at Kyler's place.
Did I zoop it out already?
Huh?
No, okay. My vape was acting funny, that's all.
Oh, yeah. He does that a lot. Night, Heather. Sweet dreams.
Good night, Heather. Sleep well. Schläfst du gut?
Okay, so yeah, what else in this section? Well, we could definitely, in this section, it would allow us to elaborate on how Kyler feels about themselves. Like, actually say it versus.
Kyler says how they are a weak mage.
And they're just a normal clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant. Thank you. Darian says, no, sweetie, don't talk like that. Okay, back to work. So Darian reveals that he's been seeing it work. Oh, okay. So that's where we wrote that. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Kyler can't access their seer ability for some reason. When they try to see or find Justicia or Daisaku and can't see anything. Counts on Dorishia's network to track Justicia down, but it takes time. All right, Julio. So we haven't worked in Iris really yet.
No, this is where we've got to like start weaving her in since we decided to go that route with the storyline fully.
Okay, so still trying to work against this demon as much as possible without pissing off the demon to redeem himself because he was important to Daisaku, ? Julio needs the unbounds, the U-bounds. Unbound. Help.
The U-bound.
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 Yeah.
I'm going to be saying that all night now.
Kyler and the Unbound help Julio, but they very nearly fail. Underground Railroad type of situation. What does that mean? Does that mean that they railroad they underground railroad some
potential thralls that he knows have been targeted to get them away from being offered. So like, because if his demon devil whomever can't find them, then yeah, he's basically just trying to save as many potential thralls from it as possible, and so he's found out that there might be people who can help. So, but we didn't establish that Julio knows Kyler in book 1, and we didn't do it in the prelude either.
Okay.
But I think we'd be okay. Well, I think we'd be okay with not establishing it. It could be an off-page logic of Julio is the best friend of Daisaku, childhood friend growing up, and Kyler is clearly important in Daisaku's life, so they've probably ran across each other before.
Mm-hmm. Julio is Daisaku's childhood friend, and Kyler is important.
Hey, Paget.
Hey, Paget. Long time no see. Jeez. Oh,
Hey,
wow. We hit 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, we have. Is it... are you on the West Coast, Paget?
That is or mountain time. But probably
no, it's Pacific time right now. Mountain time is an hour ahead of us. Then there's Central, then there's Eastern. I know because I have 4 widgets on my home screen of my phone, my laptop, my iPad, everything that tells me what time it is where you are. It tells me what time it is where my mommy is. It tells me what time it is where my sissy is, and it tells me what time Phoenix is, just because I need to know for when calling friends and stuff. And also, that's my boss's time zone. And then it tells me my time zone. So I also have another widget that tells me HK's time zone. Tells me our little moon bunnies time zone. And then a friend of mine in Australia. I like to know what time it is when I'm bugging people.
I'm jealous of your food.
I'm sorry, but also not.
I will have to get myself some food when we stop doing the thing.
Yeah. I won't be able to go much longer, like another half hour, maybe tops. But
I was thinking of wrapping up.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Do you want to highlight where we left off?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe highlight it in, I don't know, green or something, whatever. I'm just gonna add the last. Actually, I'm caught up with you. So yeah, that's gonna be a. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I know what I'm thinking now. I need to put that under how Julio and Kyler know each other. It's gonna be a lore, basically. Kind of.
They had to have crossed paths at some point. Julio reaches out to Kyler to get connected to the Unbound. Right, we mentioned that.
Yeah.
But they fairly nearly fail to help save some humans.
Yeah, I think what we could do here is this is where we could have like a little bit more of Doricia's involvement outside of the main plot and showing kind of what the Unbound do. And we can expand that a little bit here. So like I thought would be, yeah, and very, very nearly fail. So I would say we could have either thralls like come up against the Unbound, but I don't think the thralls alone are going to be powerful enough. I think we definitely probably need to introduce Julio's demon, Julio's master here, because it's not Belial. We know that. Because that's the only way. Well, no, because then Julio is going to be punished in that case. They could fit. The council could get involved. That's how the Unbound nearly failed, because the council comes in and kind of blows it, being all like big and grandiose and etc. in their way.
Mm-hmm.
And that way it sets up it highlights again the friction between the Unbound versus the Mage Council, and where do people with abilities fall, between them, kind of thing. So does that sound like? I feel like we need to do more on that section. Let's put a big red all caps in here. This seriously needs more fleshing out. The only thing I can think is we could do what I had said before with what I'd said the first time with Julio's demon showing up. But we could just make sure we do it so that Julio's not there. Like, while they're being, like, the demon attacks the Unbound, who are trying to get the ones they want to enthrall out. Kind of a thing, but Julio's not there. So we could do that, but it's kind of weak. I think I prefer the Mage Council coming in and just basically throwing a wrench into everybody's plans, because they're assholes. Thank you. Interferes, intercedes, whatever. It's like there's a word here I'm looking for.
Okay, so hold up. Is Julio attempting to save the humans from being enthralled, or is he basically trying to farm humans for...
No, he's trying to save them from being enthralled. It's one of his ways of making it up to. Yeah, I figure he's not even going to be in charge of farming them. It's just that he learned that another one of his demon's thralls was going after these potentials, and it's just another arc of him trying to do right by Sako.
Okay, so Julio needs help, the Unbound's help with some not yet enthralled humans, they are targeted to be enthralled by Julio's demon. Thank you. But Julio wants them to live free lives. The council intervenes.
I want to say interferes, so I'm going to put that there.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah. Because if they intervene, it would be like them being like, you can't do that. Versus, I just want them to come in like bumbling idiots.
Unbounds mission and rescues the humans unwittingly. Kyler and okay. Julio is pissed, but deals with it.
In a post.
Okay.
Small post.
All right, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna switch to some ambient music here on YouTube. We can get into the flow. Have a great stream. Have a great night.
Night.
Enjoy your ambient.
Yeah, we do need to wrap up, I guess.
Okay. Well, if you liked this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can usually find us on Tuesday nights with the Authortube Sleepover, working on our sequel. And you might want to subscribe and check if you're subscribed, because YouTube has been randomly unsubscribing people. So if you think you're subscribed and wondering why you're not getting notifications, check your subscription, ring the bell, and you can adjust the bell so that you can get some notifications or all notifications. You want to get all notifications. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.